Greetings friends, it's me, Women29, just out for a walk, and seen a video by Jesus Freak to Misnomer about being a Christian, living like a Christian for a month for a challenge. He doesn't think it's possible. Well, I want everybody to get out their little Bibles, their little Gideon New Testaments, and go to Matthew, read the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5-7, and then go to Matthew 25 and read the woes to the scribes and Pharisees. And while you're reading that, instead of scribes and Pharisees, type in, think about Protestants and Catholics and Christians in place of those words. So Jesus will tell you in those texts that you need to be better than that, to get into the heavenly realms. And also, Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount tells you how to live. And this is the religion of Jesus, not the religion about Jesus. And anytime I hear Christians quoting text, it's always from, say, John, which is really late, or the Pauline Apostles, or the pastoral text, which is far different than the message of Christ that he gave to the people from the mountain, and they all heard it. So in this text, Matthew is trying to portray Christ as the new Moses. He ups the ante on the Mosaic Law Code to where no longer adultery is not only wrong, but also thinking about it is wrong. So this is pretty interesting. If you read Matthew and the whole text, you'll find out in there that Jesus makes a message to people. And he says, do what the scribes and Pharisees say, but don't do as they do. And that's what I would like to say to Misnomer. It is possible to live as a Christian and be atheist for a whole month. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love the Lord your God with all your heart. And if somebody asks you for your coat, you give them your coat and your cloak also. If somebody asks for food, you give them food. If somebody's thirsty, give them water. If somebody's in prison, go see them. So, don't blow a big trumpet if you're going to donate to the poor ahead of you. If you're going to pray to Yahweh, close your door and do it in secret. Don't stand outside so everybody sees. Don't widen the hems of your garments at somebody else's expense. And don't judge people, because you can't get the speck out of somebody else's eye if you got a log jammed in your own eye. Also, one last thing, do not make the precepts of men the law itself, which is the biggest problem that evangelicals and Christians run into, and is probably the very cause of the retaliation to Christianity from atheism. So you can follow and live like a Christian by following the message of Christ. And you don't need to be a fundamentalist to do it. I'm sure that if I went to Britt Kane's house, he'd give me a glass of water. If I was cold, he'd give me a coat. If I went to the TAA's house, I'm sure that he would give me something to eat if I was hungry. So half you guys might already be meeting this challenge, and you don't realize it because evangelicals are too busy judging and looking up into their standards and using their precepts against you. But don't listen to all that. It's not that hard, because according to the biblical text, people add a lot of stuff to the message, and they made the message of Christ the message about Christ, and I don't believe it was intended to be that. So take care, friends, and remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. And be sure to read the literature, all of it.